The Eurovision Song Contest 2025 continued tonight with the second semi-final following Tuesday night's launch. More than a dozen acts competed for a spot in the upcoming grand final of the contest in Basel, Switzerland. Hazel Brugger and Sandra Studer were back as hosts for the latest installment of this year's contest. The theme of this semi-final is Eurovision fans, with organisers previously teasing to expect a huge party atmosphere and to be celebrated. 16 acts competed for one of 10 places in the grand final, after 10 countries made it through to the final from the first semi-final. Additionally, viewers saw performances from the UK, France and Germany, who automatically qualify for the final. The UK is being represented by group Remember Monday with the song What the Hell Just Happened? At Eurovision this year. Australia, Montenegro, Ireland, Latvia, Armenia, Austria, Greece, Lithuania, Malta, Georgia, Denmark, Czechia, Luxembourg, Israel, Serbia and Finland competed tonight. 6 of those countries however aren't progressing any further. Eurovision 2025 finalists. The Eurovision Song Contest 2025 final will feature Norway, Albania, Sweden, Iceland, the Netherlands, Poland, San Marino, Estonia, Portugal, Ukraine, who all competed in the first semi-final. They will be up against Lithuania, Israel, Armenia, Denmark, Austria, Luxembourg, Finland, Latvia, Malta and Greece, who all made it through from the second semi-final. The so-called Big Five countries of France, Germany, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom, who qualify for the final automatically, will also compete in the grand final, alongside host nation Switzerland. Those who didn't make it through. The results mean that Australia, Montenegro, Ireland, Georgia, Czechia and Serbia haven't made it through to the grand final this year. Finalists from the second semi-final. It's been announced that the 10 countries through to the grand final from tonight's semi-final are Lithuania, Israel, Armenia, Denmark, Austria, Luxembourg, Finland, Latvia, Malta, and Greece. Voting results soon. 16 acts performed tonight for a spot in the grand final, with only 10 able to go through. 5 acts were voted out of the contest in Tuesday night's semi-final, whilst 10 went through, with the result prompting disappointment among fans that evening. Celebration of 2020 contest. Eurovision didn't go ahead in 2020 amid the COVID pandemic. The interval for the second semi-final however gave some acts from that year the opportunity to take part in an extra special number, with Destiny, Malta, Effendi, Azerbaijan, The Roop, Lithuania, and John's Tears, Switzerland, returning in tonight's semi-final. One viewer wrote, "Oh, that was beautiful seeing the 2020 acts on stage. Thank you." Another said, "Great gesture to bring back acts who missed out on the live #Eurovision audience due to COVID-19. This is their moment." Some fans weren't impressed by the choice of returning 2020 acts though, given that the 4 involved ended up competing, but with different songs, in 2021. One fan said, "I wish this opportunity went to 2020 acts that didn't get a chance to come back for 2021. No shade, but these artists eventually got their moment." Another said, "How about inviting the artists that did not get a chance to come back in 2021 instead?" Celebrity cameos. There are often cameos during Eurovision and that's been no different this year. Although we're yet to have any international artists pop up in the interval tonight, Tuesday's semi-final featured a special video message from Celine Dion. It however hasn't quieted speculation that she could perform in the upcoming grand final on Saturday. Change to results process. It was previously announced that there's been a change to the results process this year. Verifying the votes will now take place backstage. Organisers have issued a statement on the decision, which comes following boos after boss Martin Osterdahl appeared last year. New Day Will Rise song. Among tonight's semi-finalists was Yuval Raphael, representing Israel. She took to the stage earlier with the ballad New Day Will Rise. The Mirror looked at the song and the controversy surrounding the country's involvement recently amid calls for a ban ahead of the show. Katie Price's Eurovision regret. Reality TV star Katie Price released an episode of her podcast today in which she admitted to having regret over competing to represent the UK at Eurovision in 2005. She was runner-up in the Making Your Mind Up selection process that year, losing out to Yvonne Hilton. Finland hypes fans. Closing the semi-final performances was Erika Vickman with Ich Korma. After dancing around with a microphone stand, the singer ended the performance on a large gold replica of the item, which was raised up over the stage. One fan said, "Finland brings me so much joy, they've genuinely ushered in a new generation of Eurovision entry." Another said, "Finland has Europe hyped!" Beautiful ballad from Serbia. Prince, whose real name is Stefan Zadravkovic, was second to last to perform with the song Mila. Low mood lighting and spotlights were used for the atmospheric ballad. One fan wrote, "Serbia has nice vocals and visuals." Another said, "As always, Serbia giving us powerful and beautiful ballads!" Germany brings Bop to contest. Siblings Abor and Tina took to the stage next to showcase Baller, as they are already through to the grand final. Leaning into the electronics song, the staging included a large speaker prop and energetic dancing. One fan wrote, "Germany delivering the biggest Eurovision bop." Another said, "Germany, that was fantastic." Incredible vocals from Israel. Yuval Raphael was up next with the song New Day Will Rise. The singer performed the bilingual song beside a glittering staircase, which she later ascended for the finale as water was shown cascading on a screen behind. One fan wrote on X, "Incredible vocals." Another said, "Powerful performance from Yuval Raphael." Luxembourg give joyous routine. Laura Thorne took to the stage next for a performance of the song La Poupée Monte la Sun. Stood in the middle of the stage, she sang the song as backing dancers performed around her whilst seemingly representing puppets. One fan said, "Luxembourg, that was insane." Another commented, "Luxembourg is utterly joyous." Brilliant performance from Czechia. Adonks was 12th to perform with the song Kiss Kiss Goodbye in tonight's second semi-final. The singer leaned far forward with the support of backing dancers at one point as one of them held the microphone in front of the act. One fan said, "Great job Czechia." Another said, "That is defo going through to the final." "That was brilliant." Denmark delivers with Eurodance. Sissel was up next with the song Hallucination. Sporting a blue bodysuit, underneath an extravagant coat, the singer opted for an electro performance with flashing lights. One fan wrote, "Yes, Denmark 12 points." Another viewer commented, "Holy yes, my queen Sissel just delivered." That note. Let's get Denmark back to the final everybody. Effortless performance from France. Luan, who is already through to the final, got to showcase her song Mammon in the semi-final. Performing among a sandpitter's grains fells from above, unlike many other acts, the singer opted to be alone on stage for the routine. One fan said, "My love, what an elegant performance. Such clear vocals. Sounds so effortless. Brilliant." Another said, "Okay, well, I want France to win hands down." Georgia giving chills with performance. Mariam Shingilia performed 10th in tonight's second semi-final with the song Freedom. After backing dancers waved white flags, the singer ditched the oversized coat she had been wearing to reveal a nude top and red trousers. One fan said, "I have chills right now from this entry. Georgia needs to qualify." Another said, "Great vocals, Malta serving in semi-final." Miriana Conti performed her song Serving, originally known as Cant. Alongside a giant pair of lips on stage, the singer danced alongside backing artists and bounced on a yoga ball. One fan said, "Okay, Malta did serve." Another said, #Malta about to get their first ever win. Host's fashion failed. Host Hazel Brugger's glittering outfit has attracted attention tonight, with fans poking fun at the outfit. One viewer compared her dress's reflective sequins to CD''S. Fans obsessed with Lithuania's performance. Catarsis, consisting of Lukas Radzivicius, Alanas Brosas, Amelia Kandratovichut and Jakubas Andrailis, were up next with Tavo Akis. Performing among flying debris on a screen behind them, the group opted for a wind machine in their routine. One fan said, "I'm obsessed with Lithuania." Another said, "Welcome to the final Lithuania, that was brilliant." Beautiful song from Greece. Klavdia took to the stage next with the song Asterometer. The singer was seen stood alone on a bridge before someone dressed similarly greeted her after walking a fiery path. One fan wrote, "I love Greece, such a beautiful song." Another said, "Loving this entry from Greece." United Kingdom sleigh vocals. Remember Monday, who are already through to the grand final performance What the Hell Just Happened, for the first time in the contest. The trio, Lauren Byrne, Holly-Ann Hull and Charlotte Steele, danced around a giant chandelier as they harmonized in the performance. One fan said, "The UK slaying the vocals also, yes girls." Another commented, "Dare I say it, UK shock winners?" Austria gives cinematic masterpiece. JJ, whose name is Johannes Peach, took to the stage sixth with the song Wasted Love. The singer was seen on a makeshift boat during the black and white performance which depicted them out at sea during a storm. One person wrote, "Okay, but Austria is giving me major winner vibes." Another said, "Cinematic masterpiece from Austria." Armenia knows how to make a show. Parg F. Vardanian, was up next with the song Survivor. At times during the performance, the singer was seen running shirtless on a travelator as flames appeared on stage. One fan wrote on X, "Armenia knows how to make a show." Another viewer reacted, "Hopefully Armenia will qualify, loved that." Remember Monday careers. Remember Monday will be performing their song What the Hell Just Happened, for the first time in the contest tonight. They are however no strangers to performing and being in the spotlight. The Mirror has taken a look at their careers ahead of them taking to the stage. Latvia so good in semi-final. Tautumatus, consisting of Asnate Rankane, or Elijah Rankane, Laura Lissett, Gabriela Zvaigznite, Anne-Marie Moiseo and Kate Slisane, performed fourth with the song Berman Lamy. Performing in matching outfits, the six-piece group danced in unison whilst singing together. One fan wrote, "Latvia deserves to qualify so much please." Another said, "Oh wow, Latvia was so good." Catchy tune from Ireland. Emmy was up next with the song Like a Party, themed around space, and featuring imagery of a dog like the real-life Laika. The techno performance featured plenty of flashing lights. One fan commented, "Ireland, this is very catchy, I like it." Another said, "I'm saying it now." Ireland is qualifying! Montenegro praised by fans. Nina Zhizhits performed second with her song Dobro Dozli. Dressed in an extravagant white ensemble, the singer was alone on the stage for her routine, but a smoke machine provided some atmosphere. One fan wrote on X, "Montenegro is taking it. Let's go mother." Another said, "Montenegro, let's get you to that final now." Australia gives great opener. Gojo, whose real name is Marty Zambotto, was up first in tonight's semi-final with the song Milkshake Man. The performance, which included several costume changes, featured a large blender on the stage. One fan wrote on X, "Great opener. Nice one Australia." Another person commented, "Y'all, is Australia winning #Eurovision?"